Welcome to today's more important analysis videos on Friday the 1st of March with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. We've got dollar strength that is now coming through markets. This has come in the wake of this better than expected US GDP print for Q4. US growth clearly outstripping, certainly amongst the major countries of the world, and that GDP print for advanced GDP for Q4 was much better than expected, and certainly the dollar gained some significant ground on the back of that. There was a big turnaround intraday, big bullish engulfing candle. If you look at candles, big bullish key one-day reversal on the bar charts as the market has turned around. Treasury yields pulled higher, and it sort of changes the outlook again, because I think that the Fed is patient on monetary policy and certainly looking more data dependent, and this data dependence means that whenever you're going to get strong data out, the dollar's going to do well. Subsequently, that's what we've seen, and certainly the dollar has jumped against the euro, also against the yen, significantly against the yen, and other sort of knock-on impacts of that is gold that is sharply lower. Gold has sort of dropped below 1310. It's now in that key pivot area, 1300 to 1310. Implications of that will be interesting. And generally speaking, risk appetite has been a bit more positive. Actually, you've had the suggestions that tensions between Pakistan and India are dying down. Pakistan's going to return the airman that has been was captured in the raid a couple of days ago. So that's helped to improve sentiment, and it's certainly reflecting that in the equity markets, which are all sort of pulling stronger in the European session. DAX over 1% higher. The S&P futures are 0.6% higher now, so really are sort of starting to rebound and looking to turn positive again. And this is a key day of data, though, ahead. We've already had the Eurozone PMI for the final PMI for manufacturing, and that's come out at 49.3, a shade up from the 49.2 in the flash reading, but still broadly in line with expectations. UK was in line as well, 52, so that's quite an interesting difference, 52 to 49.3, suggesting that UK is holding up relatively well still, and that's sort of comes ahead of the US ISM data this afternoon, expected to come in at 56.0. This morning we've also got the Eurozone flash inflation data we need to keep an eye on, expected to come out at 1.5% headline, 1.1% core, and the US Fed's preferred inflation data, which is the core PCE, at 1.30, expected to come in line with last month at 1.9%. But lots going on today, lots of tier 1 data to really get your teeth into. Now, my chart of the day is silver. I talked about how the fact that gold and silver have turned lower, and you can see that, and silver is on the brink of a key breakdown. 1545 is key support, which if you broke that level on a technical basis, that is a big double top pattern, and that really does put the pressure on a corrective move. But you can see here, throughout this uptrend, the market never fell below a key higher reaction low, and that 1546 level is a key higher reaction low that we need to keep an eye on now. So really important level there. If the market, as I said, breaks that, it really does change the outlook. So had a look at it this morning and rebounded. That's interesting. But look at the momentum indicators. The RSI below 50, decisively below 50. Stochastics accelerating lower. MACD lines, bear kiss, accelerating lower. It does look as though that this market is turning increasingly corrective, and it's on the brink of a breakdown. So a move below that, you're opening 1514 is the next key support. But it is a really important move that we're seeing. Lower highs, low lows on the hourly chart. You can see that negative configuration failing at under 60, going back to below 30 and below on the RSI. Hourly MACD lines also negatively configured. Any rallies are being sold into now. You've got the reaction high at 1563 today, and then 1582 as yesterday's high. So yeah, it's turning a little bit sour for that rally on silver. What does that do for gold? Well, look at my gold video and find out. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you later.